ipagpapatuloy lang natin yung ating Carrymen mock-up exam para matapos na natin tong part 4 and mag-proceed tayo dun sa susunod na Honmen naman. Ayan, simulan na natin. Hi guys, this is Alan. Welcome back to this channel, Gaijin World. Simulan natin sa question number 40. So, number 40, you do not need to stop if you are following the car in front of you through a railroad crossing. Ayan yung question natin for Carrymen. Part 4 na to guys, so yung mga previous videos natin nasa YouTube channel or ilalagay ko na lang sa description box ng video na. So yung mga nag-aaral or yung mag-e-exam sa Carrymen or Honmen or Moped, mag-practice tayo guys at sasagutan nyo lang kung true or false. So sa tingin nyo, anong sagot dito? True or false? Anyway, again, number 40, you do not need to stop if you are following the car in front of you through a railroad crossing. So hindi mo raw kailangang huminto kapag ikaw ay dadaan sa railroad crossing. Kasunod mo yung isang kotse na dumadaan din doon sa railroad crossing. So ano sa tingin nyo guys? Is it true or false? Parang nasagot ko to dun sa huling question sa part. Pero ang sagot, ang naalala ko is wrong. So false ang sagot dito kasi merong line, 'di ba? May stop line dun sa bago yung railroad crossing. Bago ka tumawid, merong diyan, stop line. So dapat huminto ka muna and then check mo kung may dadaang bang train. So sa school, ang turo dyan, buksan mo yung bintana ng kotse mo and then pakinggan mo kung may daraang train. So ang tingin ko ang sagot dito ay false. Kasi you do not need to stop sabi. So let's see if the answer here is false. In 3, 2, 1. Ayan, false nga. Kasi pause and check for safety. So importante na check mabuti, tignan kung may daraang train para hindi mabangga. Ayan. Question number 41. When practicing a car with a provisional driver's license, who must be guided by someone who has a second-class driver's license or a first-class driver's license for more than 3 years. Ayan. So, ang question again ay kapag ay nagpa-practice gamit ang isang kotse na mayroong provisional driver's license and yung kailangan na mag-guide sa'yo is should have this second-class driver's license or first-class driver's license for more than 3 years. Yan yung requirement para ikaw ay makapag-drive. Kapag provisional driver's license, ibig sabihin, yun nga, ikaw ay nag-aaral ng Carrymen at nagpa-practice ka pa lang sa outside school, nagda-drive ka ng provisional or ng isang kotse, tapos kailangan kasama mo yung isang merong second-class driver's license or first-class driver's license na more than 3 years. Is it true or false? Ano sa tingin nyo? True or false? So I think the answer here is true. True ata to. Kayo guys, ano sa tingin nyo? Is it true or false? Hello? So ayan, let's see if the answer here is true. In 3, 2, 1. Tama. True nga yan guys. Wala na explanation pero true ang sagot dyan. Okay? So next question. So yun dun sa mga gustong magsagot, ayan, puntahan nyo lang tong jn8.jp. And question number 42. Turn off your mobile phone or set it to drive mode before driving. Ano sa tingin nyo? Marami bang sumusunod dito? Mukhang guilty ako dyan. Turn off your mobile phone or set it to drive mode before driving. May gumagawa ba nun? Meron bang nagsiset ng phone to drive mode? I'm not sure, pero dapat ata, no? So I think the answer here is true. Pero mukhang hindi ko to ginagawa. So let's see if the answer here is true. In 3, 2, 1. Ayan, true. So mag-ingat pala talaga tayo, no? Mag-ingat tayo sa pagmamaneho, lalo na kapag ka nagda-drive dapat hindi tayo nagfo-phone. Okay? Pero ako dyan, guilty ako dyan. Kasi minsan pag lalo na kapag nakastop, i-check ng phone, which is bawal talaga. Okay, next question. Ayan, question number 43. If you are driving in a designated traffic zone and an emergency vehicle approaches, you do not have to yield the right of way because you are in the designated traffic zone. Question number 43 again. If you are driving in a designated traffic zone, an emergency vehicle approaches. So merong dumaang emergency car or ambulansya. You do not have to yield the right of way because you are in the designated traffic zone. So obviously malito, no? So kailangan ang priority dito yung emergency vehicle or yung ambulansya. QQ siya. Okay, so let's see if the answer here is false. So kayo din try nyo sagutan. Kung false, in 3, 2, 1, false. Oo nga, false ang sagot. Kasi 'di ba, kailangan padaanin mo, dapat na gumilid ka eh. Bigyan mo talaga ng daanan yung emergency vehicle. Pati nga yung police na yung may siren o yung basta may siren, yun, papadaanin nyo yun. Okay, next question. Ayan, question number 44. If a police officer uses hand signals and raises both arms horizontally at an intersection, the car facing you should make a right turn or a left. So again, if a police officer uses hand signal and raises both arms horizontally at an intersection, ganyan. Anong ibig sabihin niya? The car facing you should make a right turn or left turn. Parang hindi, no? Di ba dapat pag ganyan, stop ka? Yung car facing dun sa police, dapat stop. Di ba dapat stop? Ano sa tingin niyo? Stop nga ba? So, let's see. If the answer here is false. Tingin ko false. In 3, 2, 1. False. Oo nga, false. Diba? So, kapag ganun yung ginawa ng police, naka-horizontal yung kamay niya. Yun, diba? Ayan, comment down below. Okay, next question. Question tayo. Uy, merong symbol. Ayan, ano ibig sabihin yan? Triangle na merong tao, tapos merong bicycle. So, anong ibig sabihin niya? Sabi dyan, this sign indicates pedestrian crossing and bicycle crossing. So, yun nga bang ibig sabihin nun? Pedestrian crossing at the same time, bicycle crossing. So, I think the answer here is, tingin ko true yun. So, let's see if the answer here is true in 3, 2, 1. True. Okay, true. Obviously, ayan, meron siyang parang dumadaan siya dito sa isang crossing na merong pang pedestrian at pang bicycle. Okay, next question. Matatapos na natin at makakapag-proceed na rin tayo sa Honmen. Okay, question number 46. Question number 46. Try nyo rin sagutan, guys. Make a habit of circling around the car to make sure it is safe before using it. Make a habit of circling around the car to make sure it is safe before using it. Circling, ano ibig sabihin nun? Pag tinetest drive mo yung car, hindi ba dapat yung bike yung motorsiklo yung ganun, yung ginagawang letter A. Yung naantok na yun. Yung ginagawang kailangan maiikot mo yung motorsiklo ng pa-number 8. Parang infinite. Ewan ko dito parang di ako sure dito kung true ba to. Or parang feeling ko false to. Yan, false. I think this is false. So, ano sa tingin nyo guys? False ba to? Number 46, false ba to guys? Lagay nyo number 46 false or number 46 true. So, I think this is false. Okay? Sabi ito ba yung sagot ni Barikan Nek is false? Para ba yan sa number 46? Sige, let's see if the answer here is false in 3, 2, 1. Mali. True? Bakit? Pag naging true, mali ang sagot ko. Make a habit of circling around the car to make sure it is safe before using. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Comment down below. Hindi ko ma-explain. Okay, next question. Hirap naman nun. Ayan, question number 47. The timing of the signal when trying to change course is about 30 meters before. 30 meters before. Ito yung mahirap sa sa exam ng driver's license. Yung English nila parang may something weird. May parang may kulang or merong basta mararamdaman nyo yun sa mga magte-take ng exam. Parang may something wrong doon sa sentence. Kaya basahin yung mabuti. Tulad yan, the timing of the signal when trying to change course is about 30 meters before. Okay, so pagka mag-signal ka daw, kapag ikaw ay mag-change ng course, let's say mag-change ng lane, ganun ba yun? Is about 30 meters before. So let's say liliko ka. You're going to turn left. So 30 meters before ka makarating doon sa intersection na kung ikaw ay liliko, ay dapat mag-signal ka na daw. 30 meters before. Ayan. So I think the answer here, ano sa tingin nyo? Number 47. Ayan. Sabi ni Barikan Nek. Number 47, true. Oh, true nga. Ayan, true. Medyo mas confident ako ngayon kasi may sumunod ng true. So let's see. So let's see if the answer here is true in 3, 2, 1. Bakit mali? Bakit mali? Bakit mali? Tama naman, di ba? The timing of the signal when trying to change course. Anong explanation dun? Comment down below. Di ba pag nagsisignal tayo, iba naman kasi yung change lane, di ba? Iba yung parang lilipat ka ng lane, mag-signal ka agad in 3 seconds. Iba yun, di ba? Iba din ito, yung change course about 30 meters. Nakalimutan ko na guys. Pero kapag ako kasi liliko, oo nga bakit nga mali? Lol. So, kung ako naman, kasi kapag liliko ko, parang hindi ko na hinihintay. Pero parang tama to, no? Mag-comment nga kayo, reviewin natin yan. Proceed tayo doon sa next question. Ito may explanation siya. The time to signal when you are about to change course is at about 3-second mark. Yun nga yung nabanggit ko kanina, 3 seconds. Yun ba yun din ba yung ibig niya sabihin doon? Yung change course is yung changing lane. Changing lane is 3 seconds, di ba? Pero yung binabanggit ko kanina na 30 meters is yung liliko ka. Pagdating mo dun sa may, let's say, parang intersection, liliko ka left or pa right, yun yung magsisignal ka ng 30 meters pa lang. 30 meters before makarating doon sa intersection, magsisignal ka na kasi ikaw ay liliko, kaliwa or pakanan. Okay, next question. Yun pala explanation dun. So ito yung change course, ang ibig niya sabihin dyan is changing lane. Okay, pag nag-change lane ka, let's say from normal lane to fast lane, dun ka mag-signal ng 3-second mark. Okay, next question. Hirap Carryman pa lang yun Okay, ito, Gensuke to, diba? So yung signal, yung sign na to, yung sign na yan is para sa Gensuke. Ano ibig sabihin niya? Yung mark na yan. So kapag nakita natin yan, ibig sabihin bawal mag 2-step. Diba 2-step yan? Yung 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 2-step. So kahit Carryman may lumalabas na dyan. May lumalabas na pang moped. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, pag nag-review kayo ng Carryman or ng Honmen, kasama moped dyan. Halo-halo. Pero kapag moped yung exam mo, meron ding halong Carryman yan, may Honmen. Mas marami nga lang na Honmen na question po pang moped. So question number 48, this sign prohibits 2-step right turns for motorized bicycles. So I think this is true. Tama na tayo dito. True na to, true. Ayan tingnan nyo again. Tingnan nyo uli yung sign na yan. This is true, right? Okay, this is true. In 3, 2, 1. Yan, true. Okay, next question. Ayan, number 49. If you are traveling at 40 kilometers per hour and approaching a crosswalk and you are not sure if there are people crossing, proceed at the same speed. Delikado yun Parang pag pinakinggan mo 40 kilometers per hour, tapos papalapit ka ng crosswalk. Again, number 49, if you are traveling at 40 kilometers per hour, mabilis yan mabilis na yung 40 kilometers per hour, and approaching a crosswalk, and you're not sure if there are people crossing, proceed at the same speed. Hindi ka sure kung merong daraang mga tao dun sa crossing. Kaya, kahit hindi ka sure, proceed at the same speed. So ano sa tingin niyo? Is it true or false? Parang delikado to. Kasi hindi ka sure. So kung hindi ka sure, di mag-slow down ka. Am I right? Or am I... So let's see if the answer here is false. Tingin ko false. In 3, 2, 1. Ayan, false kasi drive at a speed that allows you to stop immediately. Yun. Kailangan, alalay talaga dun sa brake. Okay, laging yung paa mo na sa brake. Kapag medyo malapit ka dun sa mga intersection, crossing, or merong mga, lalo na pag may mga tao sa gilid, at merong, let's say, nakaparada. Sa Nagoya, ang daming mga daanan dun na merong mga nakaparadang sasakyan. Hindi mo makita kung merong taong dadaan sa harapan ng sasakyan na yun. Kaya talagang mag-ingat. Ingat talaga sa pagdadaan, mamaneho. Ayun, let's move on to the next. I think this is the last question for this video. Okay, question number 50. When you are about to change course, you don't have to signal as long as you make sure it is safe to do so. Medyo tricky yung question dito. When you are about to change course, you don't have to signal as long as you make sure it is safe to do so. Okay, so ibig sabihin, yung change course is yung changing lane na naman. From normal lane, dun sa pinaka left lane, going to the fast lane or middle lane. Hindi mo daw kailangang mag-change or mag-sign, mag-signal kung as long as ma-sure mo na safe yun gawin. So I think hindi magandang practice yun. So I think this is false. Tingin nyo, false ba to? Is it false? Number 50, sabi ni Barry Kaneknek. False. I think I agree. So this is false. Let's see if the answer here is false in 3, 2, 1. Ayan. Kasi you should always give out a signal before changing course. May natutunan ako ngayon. Yung changing course meaning is changing lane. Ayan. So natapos din natin. Naka-part 4 ako dito sa naka-part 4 ako dito sa Honmen natin. Ayan. Thank you so much sa panonood. Yung part 1, 2, 3, lalagay ko yung link sa description ng video na to. Or, ayan, nasa YouTube din. At i-upload ko rin to sa YouTube. Kung nagustuhan nyo, yan, like, share, and subscribe. And abangan nyo yung susunod nating conmen naman ang ipapractice natin para dun sa mga magtitik ng driver's licensure exam. So, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe again. Kung di ka pa nakasubscribe sa YouTube at nakapag-follow dito sa Facebook, mag-follow ka na or mag-subscribe at hit mo yung notification bell para lagi kang updated sa aming mga susunod pang i-upload ng mga videos at sa iba pang mga topics namin related sa pamumuhay dito sa Japan. Puntahan nyo aming YouTube homepage at yung aming Facebook page at click nyo yung playlist dahil may mga playlist kami dito na makakatulong sa inyong pamumuhay dito sa Japan. Thank you so much again for watching, and this is Al. I will see you on our next video. Huwag niyong kalimutang i-check yung mga videos na lalabas ngayon dito sa Bye!